As we grow older, our looks begin to change in various ways. For 41-year-old mother Shimmy Munchie, though, she claims she hasn't aged in more than 20 years. However, as a result of that, the people around her often confuse her 20-year-old son for her boyfriend. A resident of Bolton, England, Shimmy was 20 when she gave birth to her son, Amin, raising him as a single mother. Although that particular job brings with it many stresses and strains, she also faced another tough challenge in the form of a debilitating medical condition. Indeed, Shimmy suffers from a chronic ailment called gastroparesis, which means her stomach doesn't empty itself like it should. As a result of that, food passes through her body much more slowly, causing several potential issues. The symptoms can include vomiting, weight loss, abdominal pain, heartburn, bloating, and feeling nauseous. Unfortunately for Shimmy, the condition causes her to vomit many times each day. With that in mind, she's made various trips to the hospital in the past decade in an effort to manage the disease. While gastroparesis doesn't have a cure, it can be managed by medication and a significant change in diet. Despite that, though, the 41-year-old has continued to live her life, with Amin now reaching the age of 20. However, during his teenage years, an altogether different problem reared its head. According to Shimmy, she hasn't aged since giving birth to her son more than 2 decades ago, meaning she still looks like she's in her early 20s. "I've always looked young," Shimmy told the Metro newspaper in April 2018. "As my friends began aging, I seemed to go in the opposite direction, but I've no idea why. I was a single mom, juggling work and motherhood, and anyone would think the stress might have started to show. Instead, I seem to have stopped aging. I didn't notice it particularly, but all my friends did," Shimmy continued. "They were all moaning that I discovered the secret of eternal youth and they wanted me to share it." However, as a result of that remarkable situation, the 41-year-old and her son have faced some extremely awkward moments together. With the pair looking to be of a similar age, people assume that Shimmy and Amin were connected in a very different way. "When my son was younger, people we didn't know presumed we were either brother and sister or a couple," she told the Metro. "We were so close because I'd brought him up on my own, and so there was a special bond between us. Anyone who met us would naturally treat him like he was my boyfriend," Shimmy continued. Incredibly, those assumptions seemed to follow them everywhere. "We went on holiday to Poland, and I'd booked an excursion, and the tour guide wouldn't believe that we were mom and son," she recalled to Metro. "He kept insisting we were a couple, and Amin was so embarrassed." However, it didn't stop there, as people continued to guess the pair's connection during various vacations and school functions. "Another time in Turkey, the locals thought we were brother and sister," Shimmy said. "At Amin's prom night, people thought we were a couple too. It's very flattering and it made me giggle, but it drove him mad." Even at parents' evening at high school, his teacher said to me, "We really would rather see Amin's mom," Shimmy added to Metro. "She thought I was his sister." However, despite her youthful looks, the 41-year-old revealed that she'd had no plastic surgery and didn't have a particular secret for her appearance. While that news came as a disappointment to the curious moms outside the school, Shimmy outlined her ongoing methods. "My beauty routine consisted of baby wipes and whatever moisturizer was on special in the supermarket," she told the Metro. "I've never spent a lot of money on beauty products, though of course I take care of myself. I drink green tea and I don't smoke or drink booze. I'm a member of the local gym and I drink lots of water," Shimmy continued. "But I'm no fitness fanatic or beauty queen. In fact, I rarely look in the mirror. I don't actually think about my looks much at all." However, much like her son, the Bolton native has faced some fairly embarrassing situations herself when it comes to her appearance. Indeed, by looking 20, Shimmy has encountered several problems that younger people can relate to. "I've been asked for ID buying alcohol so many times, and sometimes they just refuse to serve me outright," she told Metro. "It's worth it, though, to see the look on the shop assistant's face when I hand over my ID." Although the single mom doesn't have a concrete explanation for her youthful appearance, she still largely credits her family's genetics. According to Shimmy, her elderly parents, Suraj and Nui, both look fantastic for their age, and she humorously suggests that she has them to thank. While Amin's thoughts on the situation have changed with time, as a teenager he didn't like all the attention, Shimmy told the Metro. He's now 20 and he's got used to the constant comments about his mom's look. I think he's finally accepted all the fuss. Amin still lives at home and we're as close as ever, so it hasn't affected our relationship at all, Shimmy continued. He's training in IT, and I'm very proud of him. Despite that undoubted relief, though, the 41-year-old still faces her own daily challenge in the form of her gastroparesis. However, Shimmy refuses to let the condition get her down, regardless of how sick she is on any given day. "I might be feeling absolutely rubbish, but somehow I still manage to look young," she said to Metro. "I wish I had some special secret I could share, but the truth is I have no idea how I do it." With that in mind, the Bolton native looked ahead to a possible future, teasing what she might look like a few decades from now. "I look like the female version of Peter Pan, the girl who never grew up," Shimmy added. "Hopefully my good luck will last into my old age, and I'll still be looking 30 when I'm 80. As we grow older, our looks begin to change in various ways. However, Shimmy Munchie is a unique exception to that rule. Regardless of the awkward challenges that followed for both her and Amin, though, they've managed to maintain their relationship as mother and son.